Hangman here with the second installment in our Pokemon Showdown series. Here we've got an awesome match against Super Ulysses 54 here. Really appreciate the challenge. Let's get things going and see if we can win. We're just going to lead out with our Porygon Z, see what he leads out with. For those of you who didn't watch last week's installment, we did in fact get our first ever comment from the one, the only CombatWombatGaming, and because of that, we are using his name as the theme for this week's episode. He didn't actually leave us a theme, so we were forced to use his name instead, but that's okay because his name is awesome, and we're going to go for the Tri-Attack actually. So, 2 Pokemon on this team are based off of Combat, 2 of them are based off of Wombats, and 2 of them are based off of Gaming. For those of you who don't know, a Wombat is in fact a bear-like mole thing. They're both adorable and kind of disturbing, and I think they're awesome. So I appreciate that, CombatWombatGaming. Also, I would like to give a big shout-out to the one, the only, Bisharp287. We were planning to have him on the show right now, but we had some audio problems, and we couldn't get in contact with him afterwards. Actually, we had a lot of audio problems, so we couldn't get the video working, so I'm sorry for that. Anyway, it looks like it's going to be Super Ulysses. He's pretty awesome too, so we'll see if we can get a win for the Hangman. He switches into the Breloom, can't believe I got the name, and he's clearly just going to go for the Mach Punch here, so we're going to go ahead and switch into the Doublade, hoping he doesn't predict. He goes for the Mach Punch, which we're immune to, and now he's probably going to go for the Spore. Not a whole lot we can do about that, we'll just be sad. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Swords Dance. Actually, they're all running Spore. We're just going to go for the Shadow Sneak. Get a little bit of damage before we get put to sleep.
That guy has an orange hat that looks like a mushroom.
What's this? A new challenger has appeared. It's Gagum Hangman. He's back again one more time to help us with the commentary. I say one more time, he's literally been in every episode so far at this point, but he's back and I'm happy to have him.
All 1 episodes of them.
Yep. How you doing, Gagum?
I'm alright. How about you, Howdy?
I'm doing just swell. Guess what we're not going to do this episode?
What are we not going to do this episode?
We are not, under any circumstances, going to accidentally say each other's name on YouTube again.
We'll try.
Yeah, we'll try.
We'll see how it works.
Yeah, I will probably end up doing it again, let's be honest.
Same here.
Anyway, so I should probably pay attention. He's going for the Earthquake, and we get flinched, which is just downright unfortunate. But we're going to go for the Shadow Sneak to get a little bit of damage off. Really is unfortunate that we got Earthquake there, because we could have gotten off the Sacred Sword and done quite a bit of damage, super effective against that Excadrill. But it's, alas, it shall not happen.
He has a Wombat on his team, too.
He does. We both have Wombats. Anyway.
His is black.
Excadrill does need a Mega. I appreciate that nickname, Mr. Super Ulysses 54. So, Gig'em, what do you think of Doublade's design of the little swords? What do you think? Do you think it should be a Pokemon?
Sure.
There's a lot of talk about how, certain people are upset that the Pokemon company, Game Freak, has started using inanimate objects as Pokemon. So I just wanted to get your opinion on that, sort of outside view.
Looks alright to me.
I think so too. I don't think there's any problem with them using inanimate objects as Pokemon, although our inanimate object just went down. So anyway, we're going to go...
Although, as our competitor that was not pointed out, he does have pretty awesome, bloody-looking sword things on him.
Yes, he does have pretty awesome, bloody-looking sword things on him. And we're just going to go ahead and switch into our awesome Porygon Z Gaming, because it's a virus Pokemon.
A robot.
It is. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Hidden Power Fighting, which should kill his Excadrill. We are, in fact, Choice Scarf, so we do outspeed, and that takes out the Excadrill.
Goodbye, Wombat of you.
Goodbye, Wombat of you, indeed. He's going to go ahead and switch into the Naranja, which means orange in Spanish, for those of you who don't Spanish. For those of you who don't live in Texas, basically, because everyone here speaks like 3 words of Spanish, and Naranja is one of them. We're going to go ahead and go for the Hidden Power Fighting, get a little bit of damage, and we don't need to switch into his big guns, his Gardevoir, which no doubt has a Mega Evolution. We're going to go ahead and go into Excavalier, or are we?
The Rosalina of Nintendo is here.
Yes, well, Rosalina is Nintendo, of Game Freak, I think you mean.
Same thing.
Yes, we're going to go ahead and switch into our Excavalier and try to get off a super effective Iron Head on this thing. I would go for the Mega Horn because it would be super effective as well, but Iron Head has a 100% chance to hit, and I'm pretty sure both would kill with a Choice Banded Excavalier.
And that thing looks like Rosalina no more.
It does not look like Rosalina anymore. Now it looks like Dark Peach from Paper Mario, for those of you who remember, doesn't it? A little bit?
I think it does.
It does, I'm glad. Long hair color and style and everything above, this point that I'm gesturing with my mouse doesn't really show up that well as Peach, but whatever. Anyway, he's going to go ahead and switch into his Blue Devil right there, also known as Gliscor. Predicting the ultra annoying series of things that are about to happen to us because Gliscor. I am not sure what I'm going to do. Actually, let me think for a moment. We're just going to keep going for the Iron Head and hope good things happen. He just goes for the knockoff, which I did not expect. It must be a different variant of Gliscor. He gets that Toxic Heal, and we're going to see if we can't knock him out now. Go ahead and just go for one more Iron Head. That knockoff decreases damage just enough to keep him alive. And he goes for the Earthquake, and we do, in fact, get the kill on Gliscor.
Medieval Pokemon are victorious.
Yes, they are the best for combat and WombatGaming. He switches back into his Naranja. Still
the guy with the orange hat.
Yes, which still means orange. We're just going to go for the Mega Horn and probably lose our Escavalier, which is A-okay. He fought valiantly. Next, we're going to go ahead and switch into our Charizard, which I'll assume he's going to switch out. Actually, I don't know.
Charizard X.
Well, considering nothing on his team really feels like taking a Flare Blitz to the face, we're just going to go for Flare Blitz and hope things die, because that is always a good strategy. So we'll see if he switches out here or if he just takes it like a man. Also, it is unclear as of yet whether or not his Breloom actually has Spore on it. Almost all of them run Spore, but we've yet to see that move, so we'll see if he ends up using it. We're just waiting for a response here. Super Ulysses 54, once again, thanks for accepting the battle here. Actually, you challenged us. Thank you for challenging us. And Bisharp 287, I want to say was the number series. Bisharp something. Really sorry that we couldn't get that battle working out. Another shout out to you. Thanks a lot for what you did, but couldn't get the audio working. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're still waiting for Super Ulysses 54, so let's talk about... Actually, let's not talk about Wombats, because he just goes for the Mach Punch. Pretty sure this thing doesn't have Spore on it, or he just knew he'd get outsped usually. So it goes down, and he's going to go ahead and switch into, I would think, the Gardevoir here, just because the Flare Blitz against an Ice type would be very intimidating. But we'll see what he does. He goes ahead and does switch into that
Dark Peach.
Yes, we're going to go ahead and go for another Flare Blitz, which should actually get the kill. This thing's physical defense is not the highest. And it does. It goes down, leaving us at 7%, and we have just won the second battle for the Hangman, or so I think. Because
Dark Peach is gone. She must have gotten kidnapped by Bowser.
She did. That's the game. Good job, Hangman. The Hangman army stands victorious. The Hangman shall never fall until we do. And so far we haven't, so we shall never fall. Thank you once again, Super Ulysses, for the battle. You did an awesome job. I'm Howdy Hangman.
And here's Hangman.
And we're signing off. Thanks for watching.